Hello Pine Lake guitar players, this is Topher Brown here. Just going to show you a couple of things on Fee's song God Is Alive for this Sunday. There's a couple of things to look at concerning this song. To listen to this song on the recording, the intro sounds a little bit complicated, but keep in mind that on this recording there were two guitar tracks. There's definitely a more prominent riff that's happening in the beginning. I'll show you the lead riff in the key of B, B flat, and A, depending on what key you play it for Sunday. It's not nearly as complicated as you think. In fact, it's pretty simple. Let me adjust my camera hand. Keep in mind, I am a guitar instructor, but not on video, so bear with me here. Adjust my camera. The recorded key of this song is the key of B. Basically, what's going on this lead riff? He's playing a formation of a B major bar chord, and he's sliding it up to an E major bar chord. So for all you number system guys out there, this is a 1 to a 4. But he is not using the entire bar chord formation, he's using the bottom half of it. So essentially we're only using 3 notes here. This is a F sharp, B, and an E flat. We're just sliding this formation all the way to there. Now the timing is one thing to get right on this song, because if you don't, it sort of throws the whole thing out of whack. The timing on it, you have to get all the pushes just right, so it sounds a little bit something like this. Alright, that's your first part of your opening riff. There's a second part, which is the tricky part at the end of that riff. So basically what I'm going to do is play the opening riff again and then go on and play through the ending just to let you hear what it sounds like. Alright, basically what I'm doing is I'm using 3 notes again. And this is a formation of an A major chord. I'm not exactly sure what to call it. Talk to Chris Schottmeyer about that. This is a three string chord, and basically what I'm going to do is play the open A string, which is the 5th string, first, followed by 5, 4, 3. All right, so I've got this open A. I've got this A octave, the higher octave of A, and I've got the C sharp in there. Alright? Now if you throw your little finger down here on the 3rd string, on that fret right above what you have it, that's an A suspended. So what we're going to do is 2 little downstrokes, 1 A, suspended. Alright, so that's the first part of it. And that's all with the A string, 5th string, and the bass. The second part of that is, and what I'm doing is I'm releasing the suspended and I'm throwing in the C sharp and the bass. So I'm replacing the A as our bass note with the C sharp as our bass note. Alright, so it sounds like this. So that is the opening riff in the key of B. Alright, let's look at it in the key of B flat. Now it's going to be the same thing with like two subtle differences. One really. So we're in B flat. You can play this with or without a capo, it doesn't really make a difference. Alright, so we're doing the same thing. We're using the B flat, the last half of a B flat major bar chord. And we're going to be sliding up to, rather than E flat this time. So you've got your alright. For the second half of this riff, instead of using the A, can't use our open A string anymore, so we have to compensate by, well, first of all we have to move a half step down from this original formation to here. Basically we're using a G sharp formation now. So since you don't have a G sharp open string, you have to compensate by throwing the G sharp in the bass here. And I'm using my index finger to mute out that fifth string so that we don't get that bleed over. Alright, so this will sound like this. Instead of a C sharp this time, I'm using a C, because we're a half step down. Still doing my suspended here, a little G sharp suspended. Alright, whole thing. Alright, for the key of A, same thing, except for this time we are using an A major chord. We're sliding the A major up to the D major, but the bottom half. And the same thing applies here as well. This time we'll be using a G. Remember to have your index finger is playing the G bass note in this. Also being used to mute out the fifth string. I'll play my little G, the G sus. And then instead of a C or a C sharp in the bass, B is my bass note for the last part. So we have and that is the key of A. That is the opening riff for the lead guitar player on the first part of this song. It's not that complicated, but it can get tricky as far as the timing and the pushes and stuff like that. The key here is get the timing right, make sure that you have clarity on all of your notes, watch this video over and over and over and over again, even though I probably messed it up a little bit on a couple of parts. Anyway, that is the opening riff for all you lead guitar players out there. God bless you guys, and good luck.